These cicadas, dude. They're bad.
But I'm telling you, boys, at first you're going to give me a look, but I'm not joking. Cicadas are good eating.
You know, you're not the first person who's mentioned that to me. They said, you fry them up and they're delicious. I'm like, man, I'm just going to take your word for that.
It's like bluegill. It's got like a sweet, fatty taste.
When was the last time you had cicada?
Last week I tried one because I was fishing with them.
You ate it raw or did you fry
Just
it up?
raw. There's not anything in them. They're just fat. They're sweet. Like a piece of candy. I'm serious. Don't look at me.
Did you just say you eat cicadas?
Yeah. I don't eat them
He eats them raw.
casually.
So,
David, have you ever had a cicada?
He's from Hazard.
no, Hindman, actually.
Oh, Hindman. Sorry.
Hazard County, get it right.
No, it's not Hazard County, you
Whatever.
idiot.
Hindman would be, don't tell me. Hindman would be not county.
Not county, yes, that is correct.
Wow.
Yes.
I'm a Kentuckian.
He lived in Hazard.
Did you really?
I did.
I learned this about him last time we wrote.
When did you live in Kentucky?
I was born in Corbin.
Okay.
Yeah. And lived in Pineville, Kentucky. Then
Pineville.
Lived in Manchester and Elkhorn and Stanford, and I lived in Hazard for a little
Manchester.
Wow.
Let me tell you, dude.
chicken fighting capital of the country.
It's my brother-in-law was in jail in Manchester for a while. They got a prison there.
For chicken fighting?
No, he made a lot of bad choices. Sweetheart of a person.
Let me tell you a Manchester story, David.
Ooh, tell me about it.
I was chicken fighting with my uncle. Scared to death. I was a kid. State trooper pulls up. Looked at him. I said, hey, we got to get out of here. We're going to get arrested. I am red-assed about this. This is the truth. That state trooper opened his squad car and pulled out a
didn't.
chicken.
Yeah.
No, he didn't.
Dude, my dad used to buy. He would get moonshine,
Yeah.
but he'd get it from the state troopers. They'd confiscate it, and Dad would get it from them.
I've heard about that. Like that happens in a lot of places. The police or local police or troopers or whatever will confiscate the moonshine, and then they'll at least take a cut from the guy who makes it.
Yeah,
And then they either keep it for themselves or they turn around and resell it.
yeah,
Yeah.
Kentucky.
Awesome.
Capitalism at its finest.
Come on, Daddy Bear.
That's right.
Kentucky is
Yeah.
awesome. Well, welcome to Twangtown. I am David Tolliver.
And I am Colt Mirsky.
Tall Brewski.
And today we have with us Noah Peters, a.k.a. the Singing Barber. Let's go.
Yes, sir. Let's go.
Did this just happen? I mean, did you just,
Oh, yeah.
like one day you were cutting hair and you were like, I'm going to sing while I'm cutting hair.
Yeah. I've sang my whole life,
Yeah,
and the old fellers in the town started calling me that singing barber.
yeah. That
it-
singing
It
barber.
just stuck. Well, I go to that singing barber.
Where was it? Where did you start doing this?
First time I ever cut somebody's hair, I was in Benton, Tennessee.
Benton, Tennessee. Where's Benton?
Yeah, Benton is right north of Chattanooga, right on Georgia line,
Choo choo.
where the Ocoee River is.
The Ocoee.
But if you move there, it's called Ocoee.
Call it Ocoee.
Ocoee.
It's
Ocoee.
like the people around here call Maury County, and it's not even spelled close to what that should sound
I
like.
graduated high school in Murray County, Georgia.
Was it spelled Maury?
No.
Okay, because that's the way it's spelled here,
Yeah.
and it's just dumb.
I thought Maury was that TV show my mom went on when she got custody of her kid.
Shout out to Maury Povich.
That's right.
Is he
Wherever
still
he is.
alive?
I hope so.
Hope so.
He's married to the Asian woman. I don't know. These cicadas are killing me, bro.
Are they
Wow.
slamming into the
They're
glass?
they're like drunk Broadway people. We're just
On scooters.
all over the place,
Just ignorant.
just running into stuff. They just land on you for no reason.
Screech at you.
When I walk down Broadway, people just land on me.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Morgan Wallen's chairs.
I
They
call
just
him the
land
Jesus
on
of
me.
insects.
The what?
The Jesus of insects.
Why?
And this is not sacrilegious.
Why?
I love the Lord.
Why?
Cicadas literally come to die to give life to other animals and birds.
Wow. Very profound.
That is profound.
I mean, that's why they're here. Seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They exist to be eaten.
But they don't do anything else.
No.
They don't
What do they
bite.
do?
They don't sting. They just
No,
Live underground.
they're like
they get it on for like 2 weeks and then they die.
so many things in my head I want to say, but I can't
Why?
about cicadas. Because it'd be inappropriate.
It's a free country. We can say anything
It's
we
not
want.
a free country when we're trying to get sponsorship, and I can't say my inside voice.
But we don't have one yet.
I can't. I can't use my inside voice's words to come out in normal speaks. Noah, you were born in Corbin.
Yep. Born in Corbin.
Corbin, famous for Colonel Sanders chicken.
KFC.
Yep.
That's the birthplace right there,
Yep.
Williamsburg.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah.
Also a big KKK place there.
It is. That's where some of that started too.
Sure did.
Race riots in the 80s.
Yep. Fried chicken and racism.
Yep.
Yep. Gotta
That's
love
not
it.
me.
Man, that is the South in a nutshell right
Man.
there.
I love fried chicken. I love black women.
That's the truth.
Yeah, you're married. Are you married?
Engaged.
I'm engaged to be.
Well,
wed.
congratulations!
Thank you.
Congratulations! I didn't know you were. I didn't know if you were. Your girl is hilarious.
She is.
She's a trip, man.
Yeah, she's a hillbilly.
Yeah, she sounds like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you grew up in Corbin?
No,
You were just born in Corbin.
I was born in Corbin, and we were living in Manchester.
You were living in Manchester.
Yep.
How long did you live in Manchester?
About 2 years.
2 years, and then you moved to
Moved to Elkhorn City, Kentucky.
Corn City. Holy
Yes, sir.
shit!
That's where my wife was from. Too.
That's where your wife was from.
Yep.
Yeah, I've been to Elkhorn City,
Yep.
and then
And then Stanford, Kentucky, Lincoln County.
Stanford.
Yep.
Wow.
And then moved to Pineville,
Pineville.
and that's where my mama's family's
In
from.
the deep dark hills of eastern Kentucky.
Mhm.
Move close to Pineville.
Yeah.
Pineville. Dude, you moved around a lot.
Yeah, my dad's a preacher,
Yeah.
and he's just not good at it. So we moved all over.
What did you just did?
Let me rephrase. He's a great man, a great pastor.
Yeah.
He's gonna stick to what's right all the time.
Yeah.
And when you get into these churches that have been ran by the same family for 744 years,
Yeah.
Gets a little sideways.
yeah, church people, they're not Christians.
Man, I tell you what,
Dude, the old church scene is wild.
it is.
Yeah.
It is a little bit. You know, I grew up in, Hyndman, went to First Baptist Church of Hyndman.
Yeah.
Brother Odell, he was having more sex than the cicadas
Oh, absolutely,
in the church, I believe.
absolutely.
Yeah, it's fine though, Lord loves a lover.
Wow.
Don't know. Did you grow up singing like? Your dad being a pastor? No, I grew up singing in church.
All I sang my whole childhood
Yeah.
was bluegrass and Southern gospel.
Yeah. From
You got a lot of that
age.
Southern gospel in your singing. I like it.
Yeah,
I do.
Yeah. You're kind of like
you're like a white male CC Winans.
I appreciate that.
you actually
That's a
remind me,
compliment.
like if Chris Stapleton and Gary LaVox had a child, you would be it.
That would be an ugly kid.
It's me.
No.
And you got the voice to prove it.
I'm telling
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
So, did you're living in Elkhorn City, and then did you go to Pineville? You went to Pineville.
Yeah.
Did you go to Bell County?
Yeah, I went to Bell Central.
Bell
Elementary
Central.
School.
Okay.
And also went to Pineville Elementary School.
Pineville Elementary.
Yep.
Where'd you go to high school?
I went to 4 different high schools.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Your dad really was a bad preacher.
He just hated me. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
You can pull that mic up closer to you if you want.
If you need
Sweet.
to.
No, we don't have to keep.
Yeah.
Get comfy, man.
Yeah, I went to 4 different high schools. I started out at Polk County High School in Benton, Tennessee, where I live now.
Yeah.
And then went to Cleveland High School in Cleveland, Tennessee, North Cleveland.
Yeah, Lee University.
Yeah, I went to Lee.
You
But
went
that's
to
another
Lee?
story, yeah.
Holy shit.
I was in the Voices of Lee.
Oh,
Danny Murray.
one of my best friends, like my little brother Kobe Barger, he and his brother and a bunch of other guys I know were in the Voices of Lee. They would travel all over. It's a big singing group. They would
yeah.
travel all over
Gotcha.
all over the world singing.
I'm actually singing at the Voices of Lee homecoming this year,
Really? When did you go there?
2017.
Yeah, I forgot you're younger.
Yep.
You're
Young buck.
Young buck.
Getting it done.
Yeah, these boys were back in the late 90s.
Whoops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you went to Lee for your vocals.
Yep.
Amazing
I
singing.
started out at Clear Creek Bible College in Pineville, Kentucky, and tried out for Voices of Lee in the summer.
Yeah.
The previous summer.
How'd that go?
Well, I didn't hear anything from them,
Mhm.
so I applied to a different school and started.
Yeah.
Mid-class, Danny Murray, the director, calls me and he's like, "Hey, starting next week, You're in the Voices of Lee. I said, I'm in
Thanks.
college in a different state. He said, well, you're going to have to drop out, come over here.
Wow.
So I did.
Wow.
Did you like it a lot?
Voices of Lee?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
How long did you do that for?
a year.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't go to class, though. I was in the ministry over there, but I was in the wrong ministry. I was in the women's ministry, and it don't work out because if you're in the women's ministry and you don't go to class, you fail.
How are you? Was it that progressive at that time? You just were like, I'm going to be in the women's ministry.
It was more of just a joke. I was more obsessed with women than I was with doing what I was supposed to.
I gotcha.
Scott Stapp went to Lee, didn't he?
Did he?
Yeah, for like a day.
Okay.
He got thrown out. I don't know why he would get thrown out.
It's easy to there.
Yeah.
At Lee, you can't
He took
drink
it higher.
at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't what?
You can't drink.
Oh,
Oh, it's a
their
very,
knowledge.
very Christian
Yeah.
school. Yeah.
air quotes. Yeah.
Yeah. What'd you do? How long did you go to Lee?
For a year.
For a year, and then you
Yeah.
were like, I don't like this anymore.
Yeah. I was making more money cutting hair in my dorm than I was going to class.
No shit.
Yeah.
So you didn't go to school to be a barber. You just
Yeah, I did.
You did go to school to be. You went to Barber College. Is that what it was?
Yep.
Where was that?
So the first barber school was in Tennessee, and then Master Barber School, which makes you be able to teach and all that.
Master
It's the
Barber.
Master.
Sounds
in
a little
Virginia.
risque.
It is.
What part of Virginia?
I got my Master Barber in Richmond.
Richmond, Virginia.
Yeah.
Been there. You spent a lot of time in Newport News.
Yeah, I didn't miss nothing of Virginia.
Yeah, the state troopers are dicks
Oh, yeah.
out there.
That's their last
They
name.
are, dude.
Robert and Kenny Dix.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
very nice.
state troopers, Virginia state troopers are the worst people on the face of earth, other than people that live in Louisville.
What'd they do to you?
Touched me. Bad ways. No, they would. I mean, they would hide up in a hole in the ground.
Oh, yeah.
And just pop out of nowhere, and be like, "Gotcha!"
You know why, don't you?
Because they're dicks.
Oh, I don't.
Oh.
I'm just wondering. If you did.
They don't like radar detectors. Radar detectors are illegal in Virginia. Virginia state troopers are like the cicadas of the world. They're annoying.
They're
I don't
everywhere
know.
and annoying.
I
Yeah.
call them the IRS. They're going to be on your ass whether you like it or not.
Yeah, exactly. So you were cutting hair in your dorm, and did you sing to the people?
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. When did all that start?
Yeah, when did that happen?
That started when I was young.
You were cutting hair and singing?
Yep.
When did you start cutting hair?
The first head I ever cut, I was like 12,
Wow.
11. I was 11. Yeah.
What inspired that passion?
I was broke, and my parents were broke because my dad's a preacher.
Yeah, and a bad one, sounds like.
Yeah, and so what came of that?
A journeyman preacher.
Yeah, every time I came to the barbershops, I was obsessed with the process because I like hanging out with people.
Yeah.
I like talking to people.
Yeah.
And from how I visualize the barbershop, they got paid to hang out with people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when I was a kid, I would look and I'd see that shirt that had the pocket in it.
Yeah.
And I'd watch them old barbers put every bit of that money in that shirt pocket. And that shirt pocket would be overflowing, and their tent was, different
Yeah.
size than the other one. And so I thought, you know what, I can do this. So I started getting here.
Dude, you said you lived in you went to Master Barber stuff in Richmond. Well, my uncle, uncle and aunt who went and stayed with Newport News, Virginia, which is, I don't know, 80 miles from Richmond. But you had to go through Richmond to get there. But he was a barber, Uncle Ray, and every hair. It was like, what was that? The Brady Bunch where they made the house, and then everything that Mike Brady in the movie, every building he made looked just like their house. Every haircut Uncle Ray cut,
It was the same haircut.
exactly the same. It was
You
the
could
wing,
tell
had the
who,
wings. Yeah,
You can see all of Uncle Ray's clientele.
Yeah, you came from Ray's barbershop.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So you were cutting hair, singing to people. And when did this whole thing blow up for you? Because I know you got a shit ton, which is an actual measurement of followers.
Yeah.
And how did that all come about?
Yep. So I have a friend in Kentucky, from Stanford, Kentucky. She's a family friend, and her husband came to visit me in Grundy, Virginia, when I was living there, cutting hair. And she was kind of always the woman that was like, hey, I think you could do this professionally. She filmed me cutting her son's hair. and I didn't have a This was only 2 years ago. I didn't have a TikTok. I didn't have any social media following. Put it on YouTube. Next morning, it had 400 million views. Not 40, not 4, 400 million.
400 million the next day?
400 million the next day. And so
What, you put that on TikTok?
No, on YouTube.
On YouTube?
Yeah.
How?
This is not a
How
joke.
did you do that?
This is not a joke at
How
all.
did this happen?
Oh, I don't know. News stations were calling me the next day like, do you realize how big of a deal this is? I didn't. I didn't care
Yeah.
because I was cutting hair.
Yeah.
Well, I go to YouTube to check it out. I'm checking it out, and I see a notification pop up on YouTube. And it said, the music in your video has been, copyright infringed. Took the video down off YouTube.
Whoa, why? How?
At 400 million, took the video.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They couldn't, I guess it's.
It
What
literally-
song were you singing?
Yeah,
Do you
what were you
remember?
singing?
Singing Tennessee Whiskey, Chris Stapleton. Everybody covers it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And supposedly they thought that Chris was singing it behind me.
Oh.
Yeah. And it literally like,
Were you
got
singing to
taken.
a track or a cappella?
yeah, singing to a karaoke track.
Wow.
Yeah. And so it got taken down. A week went by, and Krista, my fiance, was like, hey, post that on everything else. I was
Yeah.
like, honey, I don't have everything else. I don't have TikTok on Instagram. And so I posted it, blows up.
Wow.
And then I literally, from that day, have not stopped posting. And after my wife passed, it just gave me the outlet to do music full time.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm trying to do.
Dude, it's amazing.
So, how old were you when you married your wife?
20.
20.
Yeah.
And then, so, like I've seen on articles and what you've told me in the past, it was like 3 months after
Yeah.
you
she
got
died
married
3 months after.
from cancer.
Yep. That
Man,
sucked.
that is so tragic.
Yeah.
How long were we all together before you got married?
A year.
Wow.
Yeah.
Unreal.
Yep.
Huh.
But it made me who I am, and it's matured me enough to be able to be a man. And
Yeah, dude.
chase my
She wanted
dreams.
you to carry on
Oh,
with
absolutely.
the singing and
Absolutely.
the barbering. Like that was kind of her
Yep.
last wishes for you, right?
Yep. It was.
Really cool.
I was sitting at the house one day. I was watching TV, and I'd met you before. I think we may have even written. No, I think I just met you through Michael Farron. And I was sitting and watching this program, and it was like, I forgot what was the name of it. It was where it was like, can they sing or not, or something like
I
that.
can see your voice.
I can see your voice.
Yeah.
Like I was, Jenna was gone somewhere, and I'm just laying on the couch, and I'm just vegging out, and I see this guy, and I'm like, I know him from somewhere because I just met him,
Yeah.
and I'm like, and there's like, this is Noah, and it's like, I know he can sing, I know he can, but yeah, I think they guessed that you couldn't,
Yeah.
and then you busted it out, and everybody was like, holy shit, he can sing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was fun. That
And I
was the first
text you,
time.
I'm like, I think I just saw you on a show. But yeah, dude, that's awesome. So this whole thing blows up. Fast forward, I think didn't Michael? You reached out to Michael, or Michael reached out to you, or
Yeah, I reached out to Michael on TikTok.
yeah, that's a cool story, man. That
Yeah, that was over a year ago now.
yeah. How did that all come about?
I reached out to him, and I said, hey, man, I love your stuff. I've been a fan of your music my whole
Yeah.
life. I didn't realize who you were.
Yeah,
Here's my phone number. Call me anytime.
and he did.
Dude calls me right after he reads it.
He's not afraid.
No, Michael's such a good dude, and that's how I met. I guess that's how we
Yeah.
both met
Yep.
you.
Yeah.
It is,
It's
for
through
sure.
Farron.
He is the man.
And then something happened with you and Farron. Y'all did something. What was
Yeah.
that?
Yeah, we did a little show. Nobody watches it anymore. called
Yeah.
American Idol.
Nobody watches that show.
Yeah.
Nobody's on there.
Yeah.
No,
Just a few million people.
a few billion people watch
Yeah.
the show. How'd that come about?
I got a random call from a sweet lady that was like, hey,
Just out of nowhere.
yeah. She's like, hey, you want to be on American Idol? And I thought it was a joke, so I hung up.
Did you really?
Yeah, I hung up. She sent me a text. She was like, I think we got disconnected. I said, who is this? And she said, my name's Shay. I'm an American Idol recruiter. We'd like for you to audition.
Yeah,
And okay. Didn't hear back from her for 4 months.
yeah.
She calls me and she's like, hey, got to get on a Zoom call tomorrow. So that's literally how the process happened.
Wow.
Where did you audition here or?
Yeah. So you have to get through 2 prelim auditions
Uh-huh.
over Zoom to be able to be considered for an
Wow.
audition. And so I got to do my live audition here in Nashville.
Nice. And Farron played
Oh yeah.
guitar.
Yep.
Yeah, I
And
remember.
it was cool. It was cool that he played because they all knew him.
Yeah.
Did they really?
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Everybody, before I ever auditioned, Lionel Richie walked through past us, smacked Michael, and he was like, "Hey man."
Are you serious?
Oh yeah. He was like, "Love your stuff." I looked over.
Farron
Michael
knows
was just-
everybody, dude.
Michael
Wow.
had that dumb baby look with his mouth open. Just
Well, I guess Lauren Daigle did American Idol a long time ago, and
yeah.
Farron wrote a bunch of that stuff with her.
Wow.
Yeah,
Man, I didn't know he was
everybody
that
knows
popular.
Michael Farron.
Yeah.
He could be president, I think, if he wanted to.
He could be.
Yeah. How was the American Idol experience for you?
It was awesome.
Yeah.
So much fun. The biggest take back for me was the people I met that I was competing against,
Yeah.
because they make you feel like, this is your competition. These are people you need to look out for, and then you become best friends with all of them.
Yeah.
So
That's
that was
tough.
my favorite part, was meeting them all.
Yeah.
I
You
got
still
con-
talk to him?
Oh man, I got so many more friends.
No.
I ain't never had friends.
So I remember when I first met you, you were getting ready to start the audition process.
Yep.
And then luckily you got to do the audition here, the live one. But then you said, man, I got to go to Hollywood. I've never been on an airplane before.
You've never been on an airplane?
Not that I could remember. When I was a little kid, I
Yeah.
flew all the time.
Yeah.
Supposedly.
Yeah.
I don't remember it.
Yeah.
So I was red-assed about getting on an airplane.
How was that for you?
Well,
That's a short, 4 and a half hour flight?
I show up to curb first. And
I remember when you were
Yeah.
leaving.
I told Michael, I said, I can't do it. And he put his arms around me and got right close to my ear, and he said, "Get your ass on that airplane." So we get to the airport. I'm nervous.
Yeah.
And I looked at my brother and I said, "Man, I don't think I can do this."
Yeah.
You know what he said? "Get your ass on that." So I got on the airplane.
Yeah.
It was great.
How was Hollywood for you?
Oh, Hollywood's awesome. I stayed in Santa Monica,
Yeah.
right on the beach.
Yeah.
And so it wasn't hard for me at all. I
No.
enjoyed every
How
minute
long
of
were
it.
you out there for?
A week.
A week?
Yeah.
Good. Santa Monica's a cool little area, dude. Got the pier out there.
I'd have stayed longer, but I got eliminated.
Yeah.
How'd that happen?
And why'd you let that happen?
I don't know.
You too good to get eliminated,
Yeah.
man.
That's what I thought too. What I think is you have a journey that you take in life,
Yeah.
and everything happens to either push that journey forward or stop it.
Yeah.
What do you think is your journey? And so I'm so thankful for American Idol, but I'm also so thankful I got eliminated.
Yeah.
Does that make any sense?
Of course.
Complete sense.
Yeah, because you're getting the exposure and you don't have to do the long term, super corporate commitment.
Right. And I had a lot more opportunities arise before American Idol that if I would have stayed in American Idol, I wouldn't have been able to do them.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
those opportunities I'm getting to pursue now because I'm not on the show.
Are you right? You're writing a lot now, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I know. I've written with you.
It was great.
We wrote a great song.
We did.
We should definitely record that song.
It'll be a hit.
You definitely should record that song. I mean,
I will.
like, could be the best song ever written.
I am
Probably.
so
sure.
ready to record songs. Nobody's ever met anybody more ready to cut songs.
Why don't just let's go? Let's do it.
That's what I tell
Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah.
So, post Idol, what's been going on?
Oh, well, I just signed. This is kind of under wraps, but I'll
What?
tell you this. I just signed with a TV show company called Entertain.
Okay.
And
Okay.
it is through a man that is loved and hated, but he is awesome. His name's Tommy Mottola,
Okay.
Oh wow.
Big Tommy.
previous
Yeah.
owner of CEO of Sony.
Yeah.
Yes.
Started a little little called Mariah Carey's career.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Who?
Yeah.
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 So,
yeah.
so I'm gonna potentially, I'm gonna say potentially, just in
Potentially.
case it falls through, have my own reality TV show about my barbershop.
Dude, I
Nice.
think that's brilliant.
Yeah.
It should be a thing.
It should be.
I
'Cause
think
it
so.
already is, so we just need to go ahead. And
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. It already is. I mean, I haven't looked at your TikTok recently because I don't have it on my phone, but
That's
every
all right.
now and then I'll get on the web browser and look at it. But I mean, from what I've seen and what, Farron has showed me, it's, dude, your numbers are just incredible. Just how many people are actually tuning in
Yeah.
and watching your videos and stuff. It's
Yeah.
really amazing.
And you've had some cool people on it too.
Oh my gosh, man!
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a
who's been your favorite guest?
My favorite guest, because I love her, was probably Emily Ann Roberts. Y'all know, y'all know Emily.
Yeah.
She's just the most down to earth person.
Yeah. I saw Craig Campbell on there.
Craig Campbell, he's one of my favorite people.
God, he's such a. Yeah, I hate him.
Have you had have you had like a weird experience doing this?
Yeah, the weird experiences I don't post.
Yeah.
Come on,
Can you
man.
share any details without getting in trouble?
So I have right now. I have about 30,000 requests.
That's all?
People,
To be on the show?
Yeah, to come just
Or to be on your barber,
just to
be
come
in your
and
chair.
sing in the barber chair. Yeah.
Wow.
And so I literally just scroll through them and pick ones that I like.
Yeah.
But that doesn't happen all the time. People randomly show up at my barbershop every day.
Are you serious?
And let me preface this. They are absolutely welcome to, because those are always the most viral videos I have.
Yeah.
When people are just like, you know what? I'm not even going to ask him if he's in.
Yeah.
I'm just going to show up.
So they show up they show up to get their haircut, I'm assuming.
Yep, they either show up just to meet me or just show up to sing.
Yeah. Like, I couldn't come get my hair cut at your place. For one, I have no hair now.
But you could.
Well,
I cut
shave
hair.
it.
I cut hair every day.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Every day.
Every day. Around everything else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should go get your hair cut.
You should.
I should. I'm due for one right
Yeah.
now.
That would be great.
It's looking a little shaggy.
It's shaggy.
I brought my clippers with me.
Oh, boy.
I'm crazy.
As long as you're not like Uncle Ray and give me the same haircut as you give
right.
everybody else.
Uncle Ray's standard haircut, standard issue.
That's
There
what
was
all
like
old
seven.
barbers
There
were.
was like 7 on the wall.
Yeah.
7 different styles.
And they were
So
all the
pick a
same.
number. You know.
I had an old barber when I was a kid. He always cut a flat top.
Yeah.
But he would leave a little hair down close to my neck where my head and my neck met. And I would end up growing a rat tail.
Yeah.
And as soon as I had that thing where I wanted it, he'd cut it off.
Yeah. What ass. I had a flat top in high school one time. It did not suit my head
It
shape
don't look
nor
like
my
it, 'cause
personality.
you ain't got a flat head.
I don't have it, and it was just weird looking. I did
can't
not
imagine you in a
I
flat
did
top.
not look good at all. It was not well. And then when I first moved to Nashville, I didn't know, because my cousin Johnny Cummins and Vico. Do you know Johnny?
I know Vico.
Yeah.
I don't know Johnny.
Johnny. So my cousin Johnny, the sweetest, gayest human being on the face of this earth.
Well.
He was on the Colbert Report.
Really?
Yeah. It was the special, the thing he does, People Destroying America. It's kind of like, it's people that do,
What did he do?
well, it's people that do really good stuff against the norm, but it's like he's making fun of, the idea that they're destroying America. But Johnny he's a gay guy in Eastern Kentucky, in Vico, which is a town of, 200 people. He was the mayor and owned the hair salon. But he did this whole thing on him, dude, and it's just we'll put it on. We got to find it and put it on the website.
We'll have to link it. Yeah.
But Johnny would cut my hair, and he was really good at it. It's back when I had hair, and I moved to Nashville, and I had nobody to cut my hair, so I went to Sport Clips or something,
Oh, yeah.
bro. This dude cut my hair. My hairline ended up about 2 inches too high in the back.
Oh, Lord.
And our head was all, dark. And then I had this big white stripe. I never went back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't trust the sports.
You
clips,
really
man.
can't trust it. Well,
I used to have a picture in my barbershop that said, "Welcome to Great Clips. How can we mess you up today?"
it was Great Clips, actually. It was over at the Green Hills Mall.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. It was not.
I don't know what entices men to walk into somewhere with women that don't like men
Yeah.
to get their hair cut.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
I don't know,
dangerous.
I don't know. I got ruined. Then God just took it away. He was like,
all gone.
I'm going to take it off your head and put it on your back.
Straight to the back.
Here you go. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I guess I could transplant the hair from my back to my head.
You could.
Just pluck it out.
That would be very painful, though.
You've done worse.
I talked to a certain person about it. He's like $100 a hair or something.
Whoa.
Yeah. He said it's only going to be $120,000, and it's only going to take you 3 years, and then you can have hair like mine. And I'm like, I don't think so. I'll just stay bald.
Yeah.
It's fine. I got clippers. I got great set of wall clippers there at the house that I'll just buzz it.
You've got a lot of great hats.
Shout out to Wall.
They love me.
I'm sure they do.
They send me stuff all the time.
They should send us a sponsorship.
That would be awesome.
Come on down to the Twang Town where we use wall clippers on our heads.
Yeah. Everybody gets a free buzz.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. What else you got going on you're excited about, dude?
I mean, I have enough songs to put an album together.
Yeah. When we going to do that?
Hopefully this year.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Where's your favorite place to eat in Nashville?
Okay. I'm like you, David.
Yeah.
I'm just a small town kid.
Yeah.
So when I first came to Nashville, it was Prince's Chicken.
Prince's hot chicken.
Yeah.
Prince's.
But I tried this new Italian place in Nashville.
Fazoli's?
Iggy's.
Iggy's.
And if you got a piece of Iggy's food on your forehead,
Yeah.
your tongue would beat the hell out of you.
Where's Iggy's?
I've never heard of
this.
Iggy's, yeah.
Oh, I couldn't tell you where it was because I don't know my way around Nashville. But look up Iggy's and go eat.
Dude.
It's expensive.
Yeah.
Take your woman there on a date or something.
Yeah.
But it's phenomenal.
Dude.
Nice.
At Prince's, did you get like the... So you go to Prince's and there's certain chicken they won't serve to a certain race of people.
Really?
They're like, nah, you're too white for it.
The extra hot?
It's like a special hot. I guess the original recipe. Because the story of Prince's is like his wife found him cheating or something like that, and was like, I'm gonna screw this mother up and just put a bunch of hot shit on
Made
the
it
chicken.
as hot as she can make it.
Yeah, so I guess it's that original recipe that they're like,
awesome.
nope, you can't have it,
And it backfired on her, and he was like, this is amazing. Keep making it.
dude. It's strong. Yeah, stay away from Hattie B's unless they want to sponsor us.
Not for me. I'm going to the CMAs with Hattie B's.
You are. Oh, so
Speaking of sponsors, I saw you got a nice big sponsorship with Vineyard Vines, and you had a big old time at the Kentucky Derby.
what,
That was phenomenal.
dude?
You were hanging out with like Aaron Rodgers and Kid Rock, and
Yep, they
who
were
else
all
was there?
sitting beside me. So in my section,
What is this?
it was insane. Vineyard Vines brought me to the Kentucky Derby
Yeah,
just because.
just because.
Yeah. So when we got there, we're sitting right below Millionaire Row, right on the finish line.
Yeah,
And I look over in my section immediately that I see I'm beside Aaron Rodgers. I'm beside Kid Rock. I'm beside Travis Tritt, Thomas Rhett. And I am not qualified to be there.
Dude,
It was awesome.
That's
It was
great,
awesome.
man.
Is anybody there like super cool and that you got to meet?
I'll tell you one that was crazy that I didn't expect to happen. My favorite quarterback, college quarterback when I was a kid was Jameis Winston. You remember Jameis Winston?
Yeah,
Yeah.
stole crab legs.
Yeah,
Loves the crab legs.
Yeah, from Publix.
I always loved his attitude because he was always just, I don't give a damn about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, I ain't paying for these crab legs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in my head, I just assumed he was an asshole.
Yeah.
The nicest human I've
Really?
ever met in my entire life.
Yeah.
He just looks like a big kid.
Just a big family dude. That's
Yeah.
all he is. I've loved
Yeah.
him. Loved him.
That's great, man.
Yep. It was
How'd you
really
like the
fun.
Derby?
It was fun. It's exciting.
Yeah.
It's a lot of races.
Yeah.
There's only so many hours of the day you can drink before you start feeling like crap.
Yeah. Yeah. There's only so many mint juleps you can down.
Yeah.
Man, we went one year. We went with Matthew Mitchell, who was the women's basketball coach at Kentucky.
Yeah.
And he took a bus up. And it was like, I don't know, 15, 20 people on this bus, and me and Chad, and like Sam Bowie's daughter was our little
Yeah.
little person to help us if we needed
You say little
anything.
person. I'm assuming
She was well over 6 feet tall.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sam Bowie was
He's huge.
huge.
So you drink all the way up, drink all day.
Man, you drink all the way up. You get there, and me and Chad, they put us in this one of these little 4-person boxes. You know what I'm talking about? I don't know if you've ever been to.
No, I'm not bougie like that.
Yeah, well,
not either.
it was like
You
a
are now?
little box out in the open, but it was like our little cage. They just left us in there until they went somewhere. Matthew and they went somewhere else and left us. Well, it was me and Tiny Ben, our tour manager, Ben Williamson at the time, and Chad and somebody else, and D. Vincent Williams.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it started raining,
Like
and
every year.
yeah, and it took us 3 hours to get out of the parking lot.
Oh my gosh.
At the end. One, we had to find all the drunk people that were with us because we were all in different areas of Churchill Downs. And this place is monstrous if you haven't been. You know, I mean, there's 100,000 people at the Derby.
Oh, yeah.
All them people try to leave at the same time. I mean, we lost D. Vincent for a good hour and a half. And then somebody went out to try to find him, and he came back, and we lost that person.
Yeah.
Oh,
So I think about 6 hours later, we finally got out of there. And it was a great
Why
man.
is it so much harder to find people when you're drunk?
Because you're drunk?
You just can't find anybody.
guess.
You're like, where'd they go? They could be like right there, and you wouldn't even.
Yeah, no. I don't even know where I am sometimes when I was drunk.
Yeah.
And I'm sober.
Yeah, same. Exactly. Where can people find you?
Benton, Tennessee. No, they can find me on all social media. If you look up the Singing Barber, you'll find me.
Yeah, it's a badass thing you got going on, man. I'm so proud of you,
Thank you.
to know that you're born in Corbin and you spent some time in Manchester. Manchester is on my way home for me.
Oh,
Is it?
Yeah, it's in between London, Kentucky, and Hazard, Kentucky.
London Dragway.
Man, I've Clay County, home of Richie Farmer.
Clay.
You know, Richie Farmer was one of the unforgettables in 1992. Game against Duke.
Yeah.
Richie Farmer was a guard from Clay County. He was just unreal. Averaged like 1,000 points a game in high school basketball.
Yeah.
But he's from Manchester.
You've heard about the kid in Clay County that was born in 07 with the eyelids. Have you heard about that?
I'm ready to.
I haven't heard.
You've not heard?
No.
2007, there was a boy born in Clay County, Kentucky. And they took him to Baptist Health in London, just like any other, Clay County kid.
Oh, God.
And when he came out, the doctor was freaking out. They were trying to keep the mom calm, and the dad said, "What's wrong? What's wrong?" The doctor said, "I've never seen this before. The kid doesn't have eyelids."
What? This is real?
Oh, yeah. And so they immediately brought him into surgery. They said, "We're going to graft some skin from somewhere and put it on his eyelids."
I mean, just circumcise him.
Well, that's what they did.
Oh, my God.
His foreskin was similar to the skin on his eyelids.
Yeah.
I'm serious.
Oh, yeah.
He turned out all right. It's just some mild things. He's a little cockeyed, but everything else.
Oh, God.
Please tell me that's just a joke.
Yeah, it's a joke.
Because Stranger Things can and do happen.
It's just strange.
I would
Manchester.
believe. I mean, I'm surprised. Like
For sure.
that would be on the news if that was
Lake
real.
County.
God mighty. I can't
So-
believe it.
When did you start coming to Nashville?
Last year.
That's it.
Yeah.
What about like I know you've been writing a lot of songs. Had you been writing songs prior to coming to Nashville? And
Yeah,
what was that whole process?
I had a book of songs that I had written, and I brought them into Michael Farron's office.
Okay.
He threw them away, and we started writing. No, he read
probably
through.
did.
He read through them, and he picked some stuff that was really good in them,
Yeah.
and we wrote songs. We rewrote those songs.
Okay.
That's great, man.
Yeah, it's awesome.
How's that the whole process of coming to Nashville and writing songs with other people? How's that been for you?
Yeah, I've loved it.
Yeah.
I've done the majority of it here at Curb.
Yeah.
So shout out to Curb for taking me in, treating me like
Yeah.
I mattered.
It's quite possibly one of the greatest places on earth.
Yeah.
Curb Music Publishing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So it's been awesome. I've gotten to write with all kinds of people. And
Besides Farron, has there been any other standout writers you've gravitated towards? and David. Besides Farron and David, obviously.
so, yeah.
Just lump me in with him. That's fine.
I wrote with Drew Parker this morning.
Yeah.
That was epic.
Yeah, he's a
wrote
great songwriter.
We wrote a number one, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got to write with Gary LaVox at his house.
Did you really?
That was fun.
The voice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like my idol. So that
Yeah.
was,
How's Gary?
that's crazy.
Good dude.
He is, let me say this about Gary LaVox. He is cooler than you would expect him to be.
Yeah.
Does that make any sense? Like you meet him, you think, this is not as cool as I thought.
Yeah, he's got those Jameis Winston vibes. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, he's awesome.
Yeah. Good dude. Good dude.
Yep.
How often are you doing the barber chair where you have someone come in and you're singing? Are
Yeah,
you doing that every day? Every day, really?
It's every
How many people do you think come through in a day now?
people that are not from my town or surrounding
Yeah.
towns, it happens every day.
Yeah.
And I would say probably Probably 5 a day.
5 a day.
But when I say 5 a day, I mean that's traveling more than 150 miles.
Yeah.
Just
Are you recording every one of those people that come in and want to sing, or do you just start kind of like working with somebody and you're like, oh, this is worth posting on my socials?
Most of the time, people are too shy to just come out right out and be like, hey, I want to sing.
Yeah.
So I'll get them in my chair and I'll be like, man or girl, what kind of music you like? And then they'll tell me something. And then I'll turn it on and then I hear them just start going off.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, you want to do a video? And, a lot of times it works. It's all about personality for me. And I try to be a good steward of what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And so sometimes I'll have the best singer in the country in my chair. But they're not who needs to be heard.
No,
Does that
dude.
make sense?
It makes total sense. I mean, some of that stuff doesn't translate either. It's what you said about personality.
Right. So I try really hard to pick the videos that I think are going to be the most encouraging and uplifting to my.
Yeah, I mean, you've had everybody from kids to famous singers to your family to I don't know, just some random people, that just kind of cross paths with you. It's really cool.
From England, flying from Canada.
Wow.
Wow.
All happening.
You're international.
I'm international.
You have an international barber chair.
You're kind of a big deal.
I know, and I still don't. People have told me this since I started singing when I was a kid. Stay humble. Don't become an asshole. If you don't have it in you, you don't.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
You're definitely not an asshole.
I don't know how to not love people.
Yeah.
Just because that's how I was raised, I guess. Sure. But people take it wrong. When I tell people, I just try to love everybody. I'm not saying I'm perfect. Loving people will get you screwed over 9 out of 10 times.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But if you continue to love people, you find so much more joy in what you're doing.
That's
hell yeah.
That's awesome. I never thought that would come out of your body.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Well, not from you. I don't want to know what you want to come out of my mouth.
All right, now it's getting personal.
I'm glad that you guys can't see our text thread because it's good stuff.
It's vulgar.
It's not. It's pretty vulgar.
Yeah,
it's Heinemann, Kentucky.
It's 2 East Kentucky boys talking. I mean, and a Texas idiot.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you ever going to move to Nashville? You going to relocate the barbershop?
I have management now.
Ooh.
Whatever that means.
Yeah. That means you give up 10%.
Yeah,
they would love.
They'd love for me to move, but I don't want to.
Yeah. How long does it take you to get here?
2 hours.
Really?
Yeah.
So were you writing today, and you were just like, just popped over here?
Yep.
And you're going home afterwards?
I am going to Trailer Trash Tammy's house after this.
Are you really?
Yeah, we're friends.
Wow.
Her and Officer Daniels, and
wow.
Her name's Chelsea.
Yeah.
Have you had her on your?
No, but hopefully, I think we're going to make content today.
That'd be great,
I've stayed at her house.
Have you?
Yeah, and Ginger Billy is there today too. They live in White. Well,
is that the real muscular redheaded guy?
Yeah,
He's doing all the weird stuff.
Yeah.
He's hilarious.
He's awesome.
What, Carrot Top? What?
No, have you seen that guy? He's like this real jacked redheaded guy, and he's doing this real redneck stuff all the time.
Oh no.
Ginger Billy.
No.
He's cool.
Now you have something to look at on Instagram.
I can't wait to just.
He's the one that did the parody of the Morgan Wallen's Last Night song.
Oh yeah. I'm with you. I'm tracking.
I drank too much alcohol. Yeah. Crazy.
Shit. What else you got, Tall Brewski?
I don't know. I mean, is there anything you want to share with the world? Let them know what you're working on or
in
doing?
the world.
Yeah. That sounded good. Do it again.
In the world.
Oh.
One barber.
One chair.
One song.
Yeah, I mean, I love my mama. I love cutting hair, and I love singing. So come see me.
Yeah. Go down to Benton, Tennessee.
Yeah. You can come rafting on Ocoee.
Yeah.
That's where
I'd like to do that.
Well, I am at the end of this month. You want to come?
I think I might.
Okay. I'm serious.
Do you have a line outside of your barbershop some days?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just sit outside and smoke.
Well, you got like stuff set up too, right? Like cornhole and
I got cornhole and cornhole.
What's the longest someone's had to wait for you to cut their hair?
When I first moved back home to Benton, I lived in Benton when I was a kid for a little while. I wasn't using my brain, and I put on social media with all my social following.
Oh boy,
free haircuts for kids going back to school.
Oh my gosh,
I cut. Listen to this. I did it for 2 days.
No.
At the end of the 2 days, including adults and children, I cut 120 people.
Wow.
Holy! I bet your hands were sore.
Oh, I was ready to fall over and die.
Yeah. Did you take that off your website? Off your socials?
After the next 2 days, I'll never do it again. I told the schools I hosted a talent show for the middle school a couple days ago, and the principal was like, "We just love your heart for the students." I said, "Well, you better not get used to it because I'm not doing it again next year. I'm not doing free haircuts again next year because that was
One
the
and
worst thing in
done.
the world." Yeah,
Dude.
Yeah.
Well, good on you for doing it.
that's
a
like
lot.
that's like going to the White House. You might
And
do
then-
it once, but you don't want to go
And
back.
kids are different than adults. They can't sit still very long.
Oh yeah, my
Yeah.
back. Oh Lord, my neck.
Yeah.
What?
Oh.
I hear a song coming out of this.
Oh, so you can find me. What's your handle?
I prefer Tito's, but I'll drink about anything. No, my handle is my handle's the Singing Barber.
Oh God, it's the worst.
Barber.
But there's a lot of
Singing Barber.
there's a lot of fakes.
Yeah.
So literally, it's the THEE Singing Barber.
The,
That's it.
Like
the,
the Lord.
I'm bona fide.
very
Be
religious.
bona fide.
Yeah.
I'm the pettiest familiar.
Yeah. He said his pets are
on.
familiar.
Come on, dude. Oh, brother, where art thou?
Oh, yeah.
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 Hey, have you ever spun a wheel of shame? Have you ever seen a wheel of shame?
No.
You're about to.
All right.
And you also have to do, well, spin it and we'll see what you get.
All right.
Yeah.
Can I read it before I spin
No,
it?
you can, but it's not going to make any
Yeah,
sense
it's not
to
going
you.
to make any
All right.
sense.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Nice and gentle.
Yeah.
Gentle barber
Oh,
hands.
it's got nice little
Try
barber
to be.
hands.
What'd you land on? Did you straddle it?
Pinche pendejo.
Are you a drinker?
Huh?
Do you drink alcohol?
Does Dolly Parton sleep on her back? Does
I haven't heard that one either. That's great.
Does a bear poop in the woods?
How can you tell
He's
about,
opened up a cabin.
how can you tell Dolly Parton's children?
In a crowd,
Yeah.
they got stretch marks around their mouth. Yeah, that'll be fine.
Wow. We also had to have him do the rhino.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The rhino.
Yeah. You got to do the rhino. You got to ride the rhino. Ride the rhino.
I've not eaten since 8 o'clock this
You'll
morning.
be fine.
This is going to be fun.
You'll be fine. All right.
There you go.
Yep.
Thank you.
You're going to be primed when you go to, what you go by, Trailer Park, Tammy?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's great.
Yeah.
She's hilarious.
I've never met her.
Are you going to write with her, or you're just going to do
we're just
some
gonna,
singing?
Yeah, we're just going to hang out.
Just going to
Okay.
do some
We're
singing.
just going to make a nun blush.
I would actually like to see the interaction between you two. I'm sure it's going to be quite comical.
Cheers.
Yeah. Cheers, salute, nostrovia, however you like it.
Dong, diggy, dong, dong, dong.
Let's do it. Cheers.
Here's to you, my man,
Oh, I didn't touch
and much more future success.
Thank you.
And I can't wait for this right here. All right.
Sorry, now we're going to rock your world. You ever done smelling salts before?
I have to say something about it.
Okay.
I ain't doing that shit.
Yeah, you are.
What is this?
Just
Smelling salts.
Yeah.
Right after I take a shot?
Yeah. Yeah. You.
Okay, I've inhaled some tahine before after taking a
Yeah.
Why are you videoing it?
Just
David?
you'll see.
Don't get nervous. Come
Yeah,
on.
don't
You
get
did
nervous.
American
It's
Idol.
fun.
You're used to cameras.
Yeah.
This is just
It's
a little
fine.
tiny
It's
iPhone.
fine.
Is this going to
It's
light
fine.
me up?
We don't know what it's going to do because
I'm sure you'll have
one-
something really clever to say.
Yeah.
Are you
Yeah.
going to do it with me?
I'll do it with you.
Okay.
But you got to go first.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So what you're going to do is I'm going to take the lid off and you're going to hold it about right here and give it
Yeah.
and that's it.
Just one good inhale.
Okay.
And don't wuss out on us now. Just
Yeah.
give it a good proper man sniff.
I
Give
like
it a-
hot stuff.
Yeah. Well, you go for it, Daddy Bear.
Is it going to leak me out?
You'll see.
You'll see. All right, ready? Here you go.
Oh, hellfire save
Just
matches.
just do it.
I've been drinking 150 proof moonshine my whole life.
You took it better than most.
Let me tell you something, son.
Some people jump out of their chair when they do
Yeah.
Oh, I could do that all day. I could do that all
it. I haven't
day.
done this in a while. Here we go. There it is. That old familiar feeling.
There's two things in Texas, and there's steers.
Dude, we had one other person that
Amazon, baby.
Jared Mullins. I don't know if you've met him yet, but he just sat there and just breathed it in. I've never seen anything like it, and you did well. You were
I
a
don't
trooper.
think I could just sit there, but
You were definitely the second best performer
Yeah.
with the Atomic Rhino.
I appreciate that. Well, that's what they called me. Now.
Yeah, that was. Here comes old Noah, the Atomic Rhino.
Rhino.
Noah, thank you for being here today, man.
Hey,
thank
man,
you for
thank
what
y'all.
you do. I'm so proud of you and your success, and it's well deserved. And you're awesome. You're a talented dude, and
And I can't wait to hear some recorded music.
yeah.
Thanks so much for having me on, y'all. This is
Shit,
fun.
dude. Absolutely. And you come back anytime. Well, you need to
we'll
come back when you get your album done, and if this reality show it becomes a thing, we'd love to have you back on and talk about it. And
Absolutely. It'd be awesome.
Hail
be good,
you.
man.
Yeah.
Colt, tell them
Yes.
where they can do our stuff.
We are available on all streaming platforms.
Platform.
You can follow us on Facebook,
Face-
Instagram,
Podcast.
Twitter.
Podcast.
Follow, like, share, subscribe. All the things.
Podcast. Give him a button, man. You haven't done a button.
What do you want?
Welcome.
Here's some cheers for our old pal Noah here.
Yeah.
An extended cheers.
Yeah.
Here's some-
Thank you, thank you.
Cheers. Yeah. Yeah. Well.
That's the clap.
There it is.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate you being on.
Hey, man. Love y'all.
We'll see y'all later.
See ya.